couldn't get that these were our last words. Us couldn't get that these were our last words. Love, we lost our way, hoping we'd come back. Oh, to love, we lost our way, hoping we'd come back. Us couldn't get that these were our last words.
What up, boys and girls, ghosts and ghouls of all motherfucking ages? How we doing tonight? This is the Roundtable
What's up?
Btmx. I am DEADDREAMZ, a Silhouette Death, and we have a full table for you tonight. Let's kick it off, shall we?
Who's first? I always go first. Somebody else go first.
Well, I'm
No, you can go first because you can also say what the topic is.
Okay, fine.
Fuck.
Hi, my name is Caleb Strauss, and I am one of the sponsors here at Btmx. I am also the lead singer of the band MZNZ, and I am the co-founder and co-manager of Soul Lunar Records, a brand new artist development-based record label working with First Angel Media. I am a solo recording artist, and just launched a new studio project called The Death of Zenith, and that has a single with Sam Astaroth, who's joining us tonight, coming out on March 31st. He will be providing lead vocals for an instrumental I did for the film Overnight that I've been working on. This is actually the opening credits song. So I do a lot of different things, but tonight on Btmx's The Roundtable, we have decided on the topic, the rise of the genre fluid solo artist, which most of us, to some extent or another, fit that bill.
So
Next,
next, skeptic.
next.
Skeptic who? Yeah, I'm Skeptic. I am one half of the band Blood of the Beloved with Nightshade, my musical partner, and I am 100% of the band Skeptic. Both of which I suppose fit the topic of the evening as being genre fluid musical projects. Blood of the Beloved is also a sponsor of Btmx, and we're here to fuck shit up and have a good time.
Yes, sir.
With new blood to the table, Mr. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and explain to the fans who you are.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me. I'm Sam Astroth. I've been in the music scene for about 8 years now. I was mainly running my band Astroth Incarnate until about last August. And we were kind of like an extreme metal band, which evolved into like a symphonic black metal band with like theatrical presentations and stuff. And that was going all well, but there was like creative limitations. So moving forward, I kind of just in good good faith and stuff, move forward, give them the band aesthetics, and took my vision brand character Astroth and kind of started my solo career, which then Caleb actually reviewed last year when I was trying to experiment with the sound, where I did this cover of DMX and mixed like metal, rap, and other things together. I kind of rapped back in high school when I was like 16 to 21, like handing out to mixtapes and stuff. But then I didn't really take it too seriously back then. I was too young. So in the mid 20s, I didn't do much, and then started my band stuff. And kind of here now, I like singing, rapping, screaming, and I do most of the networking, getting around myself. So I felt like I'm self-sufficient enough, and my creative range is broad enough that I could kind of do what I want with the people I like. So that's basically what's happening this year, kind of just opening the horizons, creating new opportunities. And I started off with the Ghostbane cover. I covered his song Fed Up. And
Great cover.
Thank you. Stoked to put out the song with Caleb. I think we hit it off right away. Send me the instrumental. I kind of just, words just came to me after reading the script for the movie. I tried making it kind of like a narrative experience where you would play through the intro of the movie and kind of the words would carry you along. And yeah, we'll see what people think when it comes up.
Yeah, definitely.
So our veteran, the anti-hero. Who are you?
I am the anti-hero. I am the entirety of the band, the anti-hero. I am just, I'm a musician. I've recently kind of soireed into producing some stuff, trying that shoe on, see if it fits. I've worked actually quite a bit with Caleb Strauss. We've done several different songs together, and I feel like I fit the topic of the evening because I don't identify with a genre at all. I like them all, I will sing them all, and if I can possibly do it, I will do it all.
Yep.
And he does have a lot of good tracks. You've heard him on shows like Twisted Garden, Mama's Karen Share.
Yep.
On the Underground show, because I was just that pissed off and needed that song.
Yep. He's on my song. He's on several of my songs, and I'm on a couple of his.
Don't play with me.
Yeah, he's on Don't Play Me. We did Don't Play Me together, and we did Feel It in the Wind together. Those are both of my last solo album entries. And then my band MZNZ is on his new song Cry for Help. It's going to be on his, which is going to be on his second album. His second album's kind of got a sort of got an industrial flavor to it. It's not an industrial album, but it's got a lot of industrial flavor to it, I would say. So I think we are an appropriate addition to that world. Definitely. And then yeah, and then you're also producing the next MZNZ single.
Yes.
Which is a jazzy reworking of No Master called In My Belly. Yeah, and he co-wrote the instrumental with me for that too. So our working relationship continues.
And will continue as long as you'll keep fucking with me.
Of course. I've worked with every musician here to some extent or another. And if Mad Clock, yeah, if he shows up, that will still be true. Yeah. So
Oh, well, now I'm jealous and got to play catch up. All right, who wants to work?
You got,
with me
yeah. Yeah. That's cool because I'm a fan of everyone here, so it's pretty cool to say.
Same.
Right.
So, who are you beautiful ladies being quiet, shutting up in the corner?
We are
Quiet.
so quiet. I don't know what that is. We're the Soul Snappers. Our show is every Friday, and we talk about LGBTQ, recently passed bills, issues, what's going on in the LGBTQ community, as well as bringing you music and LGBTQ topics.
And the rights state by state. That's what we're doing right now.
And I also
That's been a real interesting round.
So, if you guys don't know who I am, it's sad, but I am DJ.
Who the hell are you?
I'm DJ Shadow. You see me about 90% of the week.
The man that never sleeps.
I host Unleashing the Best. I host Great Beats and Spitting Fire. I host Soul Snatchers. For them in the background, I'm their sound technician and producer. Then I produce for Draxus, which is my alter ego, my demonic clown, which actually Skeptic, the band Blood of Beloved, is actually the voice for the intro. And I did all the art and video work for it. And then I also do Twisted Gardens, and I help Mama with Karen Chair. I occasionally do this show when Dead can't. Because whatever I can't do, Dead does. Whatever Dead can't do, I do. So combatant. That's why it's great. I'm so grateful to have him as a partner. Now, who are you, Almighty Whitey?
The Mighty Whitey.
Finding people.
Our bitch in the box.
Her bitch in the box.
I'm Sean Kudos. Sean Kudos 753. I'm also co-host of Unleashing the Best, Underground Show, Great Beats and Spitting Fire. Let's see, I'm also Bitchin' Box from Caleb Strauss. Also, I'm the president
Never will
of the
die.
Foundation, the SWO, known on most of the shows as the SWO.
Okay, and if you guys don't know what he's trying to say is, it pissed me off the one day, and I got tired of trolls, so I came up with WHOA. What it stands for Whiny Hoes of America. So now he's a SWO, so he's a slutty whiny hoe of America.
Any completely just insulting, degrading name we can come up with, somehow Sean winds up with.
Yeah.
It always winds up back on him.
And on top of that, I'm a cosplay manufacturer and custom cutlery artist.
Yep.
And co-host of the Underground Show and Unleashing the Best when he's not sleeping.
Yeah. When I'm not dead.
The other man that never sleeps.
Oh, he sleeps a lot. Let me tell you.
A lot.
I try. It doesn't always work, but I try.
Sometimes you gotta just
A for effort.
Just die.
Yeah. This keeps me up. For better or worse. Good thoughts, bad thoughts, it always keeps me up though.
So if nobody's seen, a lot of people are dropping a lot of new music. We just had Soul at Death drop the actual music video to the song "Those Eyes" is actually going to be a part of Caleb Strauss' project Overnight.
Yep,
Jeff,
second
That
official
shit was
single from
dope.
that soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, great video. Great
how,
video.
how, how's that video doing right now over
We're
there?
up to 150 views, and it's only been released for 4 days, or 5 days actually.
That's great.
Hell
That's
yeah.
entirely what's up.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
we've been getting a lot of great feedback. Like one of my producers, Ryan from Raini Beats, is like, dude, the artwork grabbed my attention. It's kick-ass. The voice, the lyrics, fucking awesome. Fucking
Yeah,
kick-ass. I
that's
love
still
what
one
you
of my
do.
favorites.
So,
It's really cool. It was really cool just for me as a writer to see you kind of like take my concept or that story, that theme, and like silhouette deathify it. You know,
well,
that was gratifying
yeah.
just as a fan. I was like, this is so dope. It was cool. It was cool
Well,
to
it's
see.
easy to connect with it too because I've
Mhm.
been literally in that position, and if I could, bring back
Yes.
somebody that I fucking loved and reconnect
Yeah.
with them, that would be the way to do it.
Yep.
Like the whole video was easy to fucking put together and cut together, like because I had dreams of it before even shooting it.
Yeah.
So it was just there. It just needed to get out of my head. Because when me and Vampy got together and started talking about it, the more and more it came together. Which will be on the Underground this Friday talking about the video.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
so he has the interview
good.
up and coming Friday with him and Miss Vampy about the music video. So just to let you guys know, now every Friday until up till June, it's gonna actually have an interview for somebody special that's from up and coming or has already made it and has made time to come on BTMX.
Cool.
So something new every week at that show. And how do you guys feel about Draxus actually coming back?
I like
I missed
Draxus.
his ugly face and his big ass mouth.
Yeah.
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 Then you play your music. I'll let him know that you said that.
Yeah, please do. Give him. Tell him I said hugs and kisses too.
Yeah, did you notice that your song is the one that ended the Underground show?
Oh, you did? I thought you ended
Yeah.
with Ritual of Ether. Last
No.
song I heard was Ritual of Ether. You in? Oh, what song? I heard Ritual of Ether, and then I was like in a coma. But I was honestly, I was in a coma about halfway through.
Was that yours?
No, what song did you play?
It was Don't Play
Which
With
one?
Don't Play With
Oh,
Me.
Don't Play Me? Oh, okay, all right, cool.
I
Yeah,
was in a bad
that
mood,
song,
It's a good
man.
one.
It's crazy how many people like that song because the Antihero and I sort of scurried in a panic to get that song together. Because what had happened is I had another track that was supposed to go on the album, another collaboration that fell through, and I was like, "Hey, Annie, man, do you want to do another one? I need one more track, man." And I rushed down to his house, and I was like, "I'm not sure what we're doing with this yet. I have an instrumental. It's kind of like a jazz trap hop song." And we did these really weird sort of talky verses over it and the hook, and I don't know, and then people liked it. It was weird.
It was funny because we went outside, we did the usual, we medicated, we came back in.
We medicated,
We come rolling back in, and 10 minutes later, Don't Play Me flowed out of our lips.
Yeah. It was one of the least editorial experiences I've ever had doing a a song with anybody, probably.
So it was a
I
running
don't know.
gun.
That's kind of part of what works about it is it's such a weird. I mean, talk about genre fluid. I don't know what the hell that thing is.
You know what? I don't think it fits in any fucking genre.
Not at all.
I think they call the genre a good time.
A good time.
It's just a good time.
Yeah. That's what genre I'm gonna call myself. It's a
Right.
good time. Yeah, that's what we did. I don't know.
What kind of music do you do? It's a good time.
It's a good time. It's just it's just a good time.
What do you classify yourself as? A good time.
But I mean, kind of like on that topic though, is the sort of the topic for tonight. It's like we keep finding different ways to identify the unidentifiable or to make a genre out of something that's not a genre. But I mean, what's interesting about genre fluid music, and this is something Sam and I talked about our first time I interviewed him for First Angel Media, was like, it's not that new an idea. I mean, really, the very first genre fluid solo artist was David Bowie, and that's from early 70s, right? I would say maybe the very first genre fluid artist in metal was probably Mike Patton. I mean, someone that really like come from the metal scene to do things other than metal and to equate it with his metal output. Probably he was the first. And that was the 90s. So none of these artists, I mean, there's more than that, obviously, but none of them are new, So the idea itself has been germinating, I feel like, for decades, but only now is it really getting any kind of like nod of respect or recognition. And which is weird because, I mean, most lay people I know that exist outside of music don't listen to one kind of music, Like people, I mean, if people are being genuinely human, most people don't. If people are being genuinely human and just kind of like, I don't know, this is what I'm in the mood for right now, I mean, we're all really kind of that way. So it's interesting to me that it took this long for this movement to germinate as, I guess, as tangibly as it exists right now.
I think there's even in the there is a correlation to that with the genre avant-garde, which kind of is anything and everything. But
yes,
avant-garde music is always avant-garde. That's that's the difference between avant-garde and genre fluid. Is avant-garde like Bjork or something? I love Bjork, and she's like the female version of Bowie or Mike Patton, or doing
good example.
Bizarre, weird things, but she's always weird. Bowie was not always weird. He was
sometimes he was pop.
Sometimes it was
right.
Yeah.
We actually do have
sometimes he was industrial. Sometimes he was funk. Yeah, exactly.
We actually got some comments in here, guys, for you guys. We got KK Reaper, who is another up-and-coming artist who's been a part of the Underground show. He donated when we had that huge event.
Hey, KK.
He also has been on the Roundtable as well. This is good evening, y'all. We also got Michaela Stilson, who is still a model for Btmx, only a model. She's saying hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I see the chat.
Hi.
And then like you were saying, for me, like when my first cross genre for me when it was Run DMC was with Aerosmith, the lead singer. When they did that, and then the next time for me, Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
Going back that far.
Michael Jackson was huge for me growing up. Michael Jackson was enormous for me. Yeah.
You take it back.
Yeah, no, he was. Yeah, you're right. He was relatively genre fluid. I mean, because he collaborate with Notorious B.I.G. and then he'd collaborate with Slash from Guns N' Roses too. Yeah.
So
Van Halen.
Pop music, absolutely. Pop music, in a sense, kind of is genre fluid by its nature.
Rock.
It's really funny because it is.
Yeah.
It's whatever works.
Like
whatever works.
Like if you think about a Kid Rock's album, "Devil Without a Cause," that was more than one genre on that CD.
Yeah.
That was like part of the new metal movement. When the
and he was very brazenly about I listen to a lot of different kinds of shit.
Have you guys ever heard of the band Stain?
Yeah.
Stain,
yeah.
The lead singer Aaron is actually now a country singer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard
I've
that.
heard that.
I haven't looked into it at all, but I've heard that he shifted to.
He did the newer version of Country Boy, and it sounded fucking amazing.
It kind of makes sense. He's always had a little bit of that twang.
Yeah.
I mean, he's Southern, he's from Florida, so.
And then you also got the artist and the guitarist from the band Shinedown, who is doing random covers.
Yeah, he does a lot of different things.
Billy Idol.
Oh, and you got. Look at what Corey Taylor does outside of Slipknot. He works with a lot of different kinds of people.
Right.
Yeah, his solo album is all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And it's
I appreciate artists like that.
They're my favorite kind. They're my favorite kind.
Jonathan Davis. Look at the music he does.
Yeah. Oh, hey. I just got a message from Mad Clock. He's trying to join the stream, but he doesn't know where to go. If somebody wants to shoot him the link real quick. He said he just got in, but he's trying to join.
I find that bands like System of a Down are one of those genre fluid bands. A lot of people
For
put them
sure.
in their new metal category, and I'm like, no. They're
I don't fully understand new metal because you
Okay.
have bands like Mudvayne and then you
Yeah.
have bands like Limp Bizkit, and it's like those two don't
That, yeah,
belong
that
in the same
have
genre.
anything in common. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's such
you
a
know,
broad arc.
New metal was. Go ahead.
That whole project, like MZ is like all industrial metal, right? So
Right.
that's kind of what System of the Down was. And then when they kind of like separated and Sertankian and kind of did his own thing, it had a whole unique sound. That's what made him different.
Yeah, he's
different.
very genre fluid. Yeah, his solo album was very genre fluid.
Like
The Dillinger Escape Plan's another band that really celebrated that.
do you
Yeah.
you know that he has worked with artists like Tech Nine?
Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
song.
Oh yeah. Huh?
Straight out the
He's
gate.
worked with Saul Williams too.
Serge
who's
Tankian's
another
in a song
rapper.
with Tech Nine.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
I
really
haven't
sick.
heard that
Yeah,
one.
it's
Yeah.
great.
Called Straight Out the Gate.
Gate.
He
I'll
also
have
has a
to-
duet
I'll
with
do
Mike. A lot of people don't know this, but Serge Tankian also has a duet with Mike Patton called Bird's Eye. It was from a movie.
Oh shit,
From
really?
Oh,
like
damn, I gotta
2008,
check that
2000.
out.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of the movie, but like, yeah, it's like whoever did the score composed the music, and then it's a duet between Serge and Patton, and it's like as ridiculously amazing as you would expect that to sound too.
Yeah.
It's like it's every bit
paints
as
an
badass
interesting
as you
mental
think it would be.
picture. Yeah.
Oh,
we got-
absolutely.
Comment. We got Twisted Psycho saying, "What's good, BTMX family? Much wicked."
Hey,
love."
Twisted.
That's good.
I also dropped your links over on Facebook, guys. So anybody watching want to check out one of these artists for yourself and their music, you can actually click on the link right there on the Facebook and be able to go straight into all their music to know what they're talking about and judge for yourself if they're actually genre fluent. And then you can give them feedback.
Thank you.
It's actually really nice getting the feedback. I think the main reason that like the movement or so kind of becomes coherent and in the topic is because of the newer, almost like trap metal, dark trap, scream rap, which is like the newer version of new metal.
Yeah.
Which is metalcore.
Yeah, which is taking like the pop formula of like what really works and just throwing those formulas out and then just smashing whatever they feel like together. And not caring about like verses, choruses, like, hey man, this is what you get and that's it.
Ghostmane, Gizmo, like horror.
Shark Tongue.
Horrorcore.
Have you heard of the band Shark Tongue?
I have never heard of Shark
They
Tongue.
actually did a metalcore version of the song "Lose Yourself" from Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Like like to me that makes shows a lot easier to go ahead and show all these amazing up and coming artists too, because then I can throw them anywhere. If somebody doesn't like them on this show, they have another chance somewhere else.
That was my exact thing, because when I was in a band, I was like, okay, I'm in a band, I have to write this type of music, and these are the only people I can play with. And then when I was like, why am I limiting myself? I could just go by myself and just do whatever music I do, and then just hire live musicians if I need, and then kind of play whatever show. I could go just get a DJ and play with a rapper. I could go play an industrial gothic show, hire some dancers, or hire a guitar and drummer if I want to play a metal show. Like,
for sure.
That's
like
as a solo artist, there's so many different things you could do. I mean, it could just be you in a track. It could be you in a band, you in a track and half a band. There's all kinds of. You don't even really have to tour if you don't want to.
You'll
play live and do it.
Like right now, all the local promoters are like, "Hey Sam, when are you gonna play again?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm good just releasing stuff and
whenever I feel like it."
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's another interesting thing. One of the things that, like, economically and sociologically, I think that led to this uprising of us is, well, I mean, COVID, for one thing, I think made it necessary, you know, for us to be able to work individually and for us to be able to work online. But even before COVID, it's been interesting to see that the industry come to a place where touring all of a sudden is an option. And in fact, for a lot of people, it's not even an option. For a lot of artists, it's a privilege because a lot of artists can't afford to do it at all, you know?
Right.
But you can make an active living as a solo artist selling your merchandise online, you know, without ever setting foot on a stage. And it's not necessarily, hey, Matt Clock's here. What's up, buddy? And that's not always necessarily the case with being in a band, and you don't have to wait for everybody's permission either. You don't have to wait for everybody to agree with you. You know,
What he said there is exactly it, because like the whole jamming, practicing, writing, like the process becomes so complicated, and everything just takes long. Versus like, hey, Caleb, write me a song. Hey, Sam, write me lyrics.
Right.
Okay. 2 days later, like good to go. Like it's just makes you kind of more self-sufficient, and makes you want to up your game.
Mute, buddy. Yeah, for sure. Well, and if we get the Jollies to collaborate or work with other people, we do. We collaborate with each other, And,
yeah, you can just do that whenever.
Yeah,
everybody.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Matt Clock?
Hello, man.
So we've been discussing the uprise of the genre-fluid solo artist and all the conditions that have sort of led to that. But we all, everybody here, kind of fits that to some extent or another, including you. I know you're sort of rooted in hip hop, but you're definitely genre-fluid. I mean, you roll a lot of different influences in your shit.
If you pay attention to Nate's work, this backlog, if you pay attention to it, 1 minute he's doing rap, but he's also doing like a slow rock metal.
He's got an acoustic EP. His first EP is acoustic, and then boom, the next album's like kind of horrorcore, but not really. There's a lot of interesting things.
That's what's up.
So if you guys don't know who Matt Clock is an up-and-coming artist straight out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He's also part of First Angel Media. And if you guys want to hear more of his music, you need to go pay attention to Btmx, because he just dropped his brand new video, Hellfire, on the 26th, who has lovely ladies like Mrs. Red and Bella Rotten in it to, make that his whole dream come to life. We also shared it on our gaming channel because it was based off of his dream and also off the game Devil May Cry. So, and it had.
I love that game.
It's my favorite video game series, probably, if I had to pick one.
So, and right now, his YouTube, link is actually on Facebook for you guys. If you guys want to go over and check him out and still be a part of the show to ask him any questions, you can go right now and check out his music. Just want to let everyone know that link is there as soon as you join in.
I appreciate that, Will.
Yep, that's what we do here. We're about helping, support one another, especially as a host and a DJ. I mean, the girls can probably, verify this too. For you guys being multi-genre, it makes our life a lot easier because, especially because it's like based on what song of yours matches what fucking mood we're in.
100%.
No doubt.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. Doesn't always make our lives easier, because then we got to market this shit,
Oh my god! When I go into the targeting part, it's like, who do I target for this one? It's like every time I target, it's different.
Every song, exactly. Every song, every video, every release is totally. I have to change up my targeting.
I get that. Yeah.
We get put into the trap metal genre a lot of the time, but we've had so many those Spotify playlists and stuff like that where you submit songs to be placed and all that. We've had so many of them tell us that it wasn't it wasn't wrapped enough to qualify as trap metal, and then when we try to submit to a metal playlist, it's usually this is like mallcore or something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because you guys kind of have the trap beat, but then it's you do just straight up thrash too,
Right.
I mean,
every single one.
I saw the Devils straight up thrash.
Every single one of these artists have actually been on one of our playlists, actually at the same exact time.
That's what's up.
Every single one of you. We're on a playlist at the same exact time. I actually had a fan, because the fans could comment on your playlist. One said that I did it wrong.
You did it wrong?
Because she was expecting one genre, and then I bitch slapped her with another.
It's very rude of you.
Btmx, let's do it right, though.
That's how I write music.
Yeah.
I'll write one song, and you'll be like, all right, this is a bop. This is cool. And then I'm going to reach around the corner and bitch slap you with a completely different genre of music.
Yeah.
Yep.
I find that creatively liberating. I know it's
for
not
sure.
like listening to an album, or if you're in a certain driving mood, you want the exact same BPM over and over. Just play the song over and over if you want. But as a creative, like it feels so limiting. Even like writing an album with the band feels like a chore. Where like, okay, if I got paid enough, I'd do it, but I don't really want to do it.
That's exactly the reason why I went solo, is because I was done with the band politics of everything, like just the stupidest shit. It would be fucking an argument over like the band logo, like.
Oh god.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Right now, let's make a song first, and then
as a genre fluid artist, for all of you, the question I have is it for you to be successful, especially as up and coming? Is your team as much as important that you have around you, like the ones that support you in your music, the ones that help you, you know, tell you where you're fucking up, or where you should fix it if you're going to follow this path? Is having that type of people in your life legitimately what you needed to be successful?
Even more so. Yeah, I think even more so than, I mean, the thing is like, as a solo artist, it's really easy to disappear just up your own ass if you let yourself, you know. And so you do have to have those people, preferably at least one who's not even a musician, to kind of be able to like be in your life and say like, yo, let's refocus, let's regroup, let's rethink, or to call you on things that may not be the best decision.
Really comes in handy because like when I was in a band, I was just writing music with musicians, and as soon as I became a solo artist, I have like my videographer for videos, I have my photographer for photos, I have different producers for music, and then I even have a therapist just to kind of help me navigate and figure out when I'm writing in a different mind state. Sometimes I get stuck, so I'm like, help me get a writer's block. I'm struggling with this topic. How do I kind of overcome it? This environment or this new connection is a bit difficult to navigate. How do I get through it? So just taking help, genuine help from people with a different perspective really helps. It may not seem like
well, I'm completely
much,
different from all of you then, because it's always just been myself.
I see how you are.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what the fucking's wrong with my music, and then fucking
be willing to like
fly off of it.
Hear shit that you don't want to hear from people. You know what I mean? Like, not even negative, even constructive criticism is hard taking as an artist because you take your shit very personally. You're like, no, this is the best one I've ever wrote. And not that the next guy's like, well, it's absolute trash, but he's gonna, go, well, you could have done this different. This, well, maybe try this, and then all of a sudden you're like, all right, I get you're being constructive, and then it's like, but it's my song. Like, why stop it? But you have to be really willing to be open and be like, you know what, maybe all right, fuck it, let's try it. If it doesn't work, it won't work. But if you didn't try it and it would have made the song, that's your problem now. Like, you're the ignorant one. You know what I mean? So be willing to be open and take perspective. And even if he doesn't change what you do in the song, the next approach should be, taken differently because, the people around you that you trust, your team, the people around you, all that shit, you should value their opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think my dad always said, my dad and I, we both come from theater, and the advice he always gave us growing up in theater, because he was my theater teacher too, for a number of years, was he always said, if you ever get to the point where you play a role perfectly, quit. Don't ever play that role again, because you've got no reason to. There's nowhere to go but down. Don't ever do it again. If you've got nothing left to learn, quit. And I've taken that advice into every facet of my life, including music. If I ever record the perfect song where I think there's not a damn thing I would change about this, I'll never record another song again. Here's the secret, though, that'll never fucking happen. Objectively speaking, that's never going to happen, and that's why we keep doing it. You got to hate the last thing you did. That's what keeps us going forward.
Creatives especially, like you gotta want to be able to progress the next step and evolve. If it's not like the better you, like what's the next you know what I mean? Even if it ain't better, it has to be different than what you've already done.
It has to be different, What's the next idea?
Is like the core of that, because I can do acoustic 1 minute and then do hip hop the next, and I can go play in a rock band because I can do that now. I can do this, that you can't stop progression doing that. There's no way to stop progress.
Yeah, I think not everything you do has got to be the best thing you do. Yeah,
I think that's what scares people, because like everybody, but most people, especially band formation, they really like, we're gonna write the best album, we're the shit, and I'm like, I'm just a dude, man. I just write music. If people like it, good. If you don't like this one, maybe you like the next one. If you don't, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
just keep going, and I don't care what people think.
See,
Yeah.
me as a host, who uses music for mental awareness. I see I speaking for myself. The girls, your opinion next is that we use your guys' music for strength, and it's a lot easier to use a solo artist who's jumping genres than it is to actually stay with a band who just has the same sound throughout the whole fucking album.
Yep.
Because it's great. It has one or two good songs, and now you have a whole album of shit.
Right.
Basically, it's really hard to write an album where any more than a couple songs will actually become memorable, like down the line.
Right. It is.
Yeah. Generally, like,
do you think?
I see Drake was a big thing for you guys too. That helps.
Right.
What did you say, Matt Claw?
When's the last, like in recent times? When's the last time any of us have had a full length album that you can listen to front to back and love every song? Like,
well, that's all I do, but I'm a weirdo. I'm stuck in the album days, and I'll die on that hill. But
I have to review albums for like Media Channel, this banger TV place I work for, and I have to give bad points. I cannot only talk about good points. So I like that, where I'm like, no album is perfect. The whole thing about not writing a perfect album. So it's nice to tear apart an album, even if I
too nice, you paid for it.
Right.
And so when was the last time I added an album to my collection that front to back I thought was just like, oh my god, probably the newest Zeal and Ardor. And I think like fantastic. The New Zealand Ardor I think is an album's album. Like that thing front to back is a friggin' masterpiece. Actually, I think I get about one of those a year.
I find that
one
like artists like that are actually able to create a diverse enough album where I feel like I'm going on a journey, I would want to actually listen to those. And if I feel like I heard 5 songs and I don't know what's happening, then I lose track. But
like interesting. Yeah, I think that's what makes because an album's got to be like a movie, and no movie has the same kind of scene over and over and over and over again, right? Like, I mean, I've been kind of going through like this past weekend. I've been going through like an old school Morbid Angel phase. I just listening to old school Morbid Angel.
Fuck yeah!
But and I love a Morbid Angel, but it's like I listen to half an album and then I stop, and then I go listen to another half of an album and then I stop. I have not listened. I've been listening to Morbid Angel all weekend, and I haven't listened to an entire album all the way through. Why? Because every single Morbid Angel album sounds like a Morbid Angel album. I know what I'm getting.
It's true.
You know what I mean? There is no journey. You know, slamming riffs, badass blast beats. I love the sonic textures of it. The songs, domination. That's the one Morbid Angel album front to back. I love every song.
That's the same for me. Oh my god, that's such.
They're not really that kind of band. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, that is a front to back an amazing album. That was kind of one of those lightning in a bottle albums. But for the most part, like Napalm Death. If I listen to Napalm Death, I'm putting them on shuffle. You know what I mean? But like Slipknot, I'm gonna listen to the whole album because I know that that's gonna be like a movie. You know what I mean? 9 Inch Nails, that's gonna be like a movie. You know. Right. And those are a different kind of album. And that is the kind of artist I hope or aspire to be. And I know the album format is dead. And I'm still going to keep making them, though.
I totally get what you mean, though. Like, I'm kind of there right now where, like, my entire discography so far, like, I can handpick every song from each project and be like, those are my awesome. But I don't think I've fully made an album yet where front to back I can listen to my own shit over and over again. Like I haven't.
Yeah, I don't think I have
yet. But like I want to be like Cradle of Filth did it. I can listen to a ton of their shit from like '94 all the way to like 2000, here and there. Pick this song out of this album. But an Amphetamine front to back is flawless to me. So like they made that album. You know what I mean? I want to be able to make that album.
Right.
Actually.
Yeah. I feel you. Yes, I know what you mean.
I think if you do enough, then maybe one of those will end up like I've made albums and EPs before, and I'm like, I go back to like a couple songs or a few songs. I'm like, this is worth playing live. People don't care about this one. This is like a nice late night drive listen. This is for that little sad kid, and this is for the mosh pit or whatever works, kind of.
That's all I do is I listen.
So what do you girls? What is your girls' opinion on this topic?
Well, I'm the one who usually does the music list for our show. I've been trying lately to find songs that kind of deal with what we're talking about and the message that we're trying to get out to our family and our followers and the people that watch us and our community as well. But sometimes my mood gets in the way of that. But if I listen to a song and I feel it and it's in my mood, it will be on that list for that week. And sometimes her and I do listen to the list together, and she's like, I need this on there, and I put it on there.
And we have found a lot of really good covers to a lot of famous songs, and then other covers that people should not be fucking touching at all.
I've heard some shit like that.
I want to touch on something y'all said though, ladies, because like, you know, the way that y'all just admitted that you listen to and experience and interact with music, it seems like, based on what I've heard, a pretty universal thing. You know, for people that listen to and love music but don't make it, they just love music. You know, and I would classify both of you as those people. You just love and know music, whether you make it or not, right?
Yeah, honestly, and another thing too, I don't care about genre. If I'm feeling it, I will listen to it.
I think that I really feel like that's most people. So here's the disconnect that I've been trying to solve, okay? This is a math equation that does not yet balance. And Sam, you can help me with this because Sam and I are both disciples of Leah McHenry and the Savvy Musicians Academy. We both study her marketing techniques, and her marketing techniques are really based on marketing techniques that are used all over the world in just about every industry. But here's the disconnect I can't figure out. And nothing but respect for these people, nothing but respect for her and like Ari Hurstan and all these people that have cracked these codes and figured these things out, paved the way for artists like ourselves, right? But here's the disconnect I can't figure out. In marketing, we are taught to niche everything down to a genre, to a subgenre, to a subgenre even.
Yeah,
right?
as specific as you can get.
And yes, and market to those people. And yet, this is not how I'm hearing people listen to and experience music.
So,
see,
I can let you guys speak, and then I'll kind of like.
To that changes every day. Marketing changes every day.
Yeah.
That's why we make the music we do. Like when I started Silhouette Death, I wanted to hit people that only listen to country, or only listen to punk, or rap, or whatever else. Because there is always your friends are your best bet for this. Because they are the genre-specific people when they fucking listen to your shit. But when they listen to one of my songs, they're like, I really like that. And I don't listen to shit like that. So you can't
See, which is one of the best compliments you can get.
Anymore. Yeah. You have to broaden the horizon. Because marketing changes every day. Because I am in marketing for
I think the reason why
company. So,
why Btmx is doing so well is because when I started this, and I met Dan, I told him I don't want to just cover one genre. And he's like, I don't do one genre. And I'm like, well, this is going to work out because my whole thing, all genres needed a platform for their up and coming artists to be heard. And a lot of you guys fit every single genre. Like I said, some places artists have found homes on our shows where their music just constantly loved. They're getting nothing less than this, like an 8. And then we have other shows where they just bomb. And the reason why I believe that there's going to be these type of platforms so people should just stop focusing on one genre is because if they're truly trying to help music, people who are making music for the world, sharing your guys as part of you, I think they need to be more open and acceptable to the changes that are happening, not only in the marketing and business, but also in the musical world. Because tell me one artist that is not going to end up making that stride over that line to work with another artist. Every single artist I've interviewed, from heavy metal all the way down to instrumental and all the way back up to rap and hip hop, are all willing to work with artists outside their genre.
It's really cool that you say that. Basically, the fact that making the music for the people, I think that's where one of the main key points lie, because if you make music for selfish reasons and personal gain, I feel like you're not really doing the world any good. Of course, we want to be full-time musicians and get somewhere. Yay, awesome! And it would be nice to kind of like study e-commerce and have great merch sales, play big shows. All great, and create the music we want to create. But if the ultimate purpose of that is to kind of elevate people and make their lives better by doing this, then I feel like the whole thing becomes justified, where we don't do it just for us. We kind of do it because we feel something, and we let other people connect to that feeling. And touching on Leia's points, where she talks about the niche marketing, I like to kind of break it down to projects. So if I am releasing, say, an industrial track, I would kind of get my mindset into that zone and kind of for a time period treat it like a little season where I will connect to that audience for that song, and I kind of study that audience and that culture and what they're into, what their pain and pleasure points are, what kind of mood they're looking for, and how to talk to them. So it's kind of communication and networking skills as well to kind of connect to different audience. If I go to some like, crazy rapper and I'm like, hey man, how's it going? He's going to not take me seriously. So that crowd, like I got to have a different persona, kind of approach it with the street slang and everything. That crowd will
code switch.
They'll connect to that like aggressive atmosphere. So I gotta write music for their crowd differently. A metal crowd, they probably get shat on a lot by society. So writing songs that get their aggression out or something will connect to them. So I try to write differently for different crowds and different types of people, and do it in more like seasons where I can put myself in the right mindset. So I can finish my little niche targeting here, and then each project becomes like its own thing. I think like you guys do the same thing when you
like that. Yeah.
Do your projects like Mad Clock, when you change up your sounds, you kind of are probably thinking the same thing, that at this season I'm doing this, and this is.
I even describe it as seasons myself,
I've heard
the
Mike Patton
cycles
say
of
the same
music
thing.
that I go
Actually.
through. Yeah, it's definitely a seasonal thing. Like, I mean, it even changes like with the months.
Yeah,
I get into
my
a different
listening habits
headspace when the weather changes. Yeah, right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I hate to cut myself off here, but I'm gonna have to jump off. I gotta go. I got a 2-week-old to go take care of.
Yes, you do. Go take care of that baby.
Nice
Peace, Annie.
Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely, bro. See you next time.
See you next time.
I'm gonna be taking off here too. I got early morning with kids, so thank you all for having me. I love jumping in.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Good seeing y'all. Y'all take care of yourselves, man.
Likewise.
Good night, bud.
Good one. Take care, my call.
In a couple of weeks or so, me and Matt Clock are actually working together to actually do an interview on Unleashing the Best with him and the girls, talking about more in depth about the music video Hellfire.
Awesome.
Right on.
Yeah. He's got not only he's let me use Shadowville and Overnight with his song with Seed, but he's also written a brand new one for the soundtrack too, called Ghost in a Wall. It's pretty great. So
Nice.
there will be new Mad Clock on the Overnight soundtrack too. Pretty cool.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I think that was a good topic we covered, because that's
For sure.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like the change of the industry, like they're still elitists in different corners of different genres, but I mean it's so much like kind of laughed at thing now when somebody's like, if you're making
almost
black
like
metal, it has to fit this kind of
yeah.
They're almost like the metal boomers.
It's
like,
legitimate.
It's like
of metal. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
The boomers of metal. Yeah, all the elitists at this point are all like in their 50s and 60s. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just it's really gotta be about the people, and if you do it for like not just yourself, and you do it for someone like something bigger than yourself, then you'll create stuff from like deep within your heart that you actually mean. And
not only that, as somebody who actually listens to music more in depth, my biggest thing about music is you have to, for me to stay entitled to it and actually keep a part of it going, And for me to want to actually keep, attaching myself to music, it has to show emotion. It can't just be. It can't be.
I think that's what.
A lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot of artists putting out music thinking it sounds great, but you can tell there's no emotion in it.
Right.
That's what I
Like
mean when
metal
they're
by
just
numbers, Yeah.
It's like when they're just writing for themselves. Like, okay, well, we're in the same album cycle. Let's just do it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I guess that's what people respond to at the end of the day is like, no matter what genre it is, it's like, do you believe it?
Yeah.
Because I think if you feel like the artist believes what they're saying, then you can be a little bit more open to them trying something. I think because it's like Vanilla Ice is genre switch too, right? But why do we make fun of him whereas we celebrate Mike Patton? Well, because when Mike Patton does it, he means it. Every time, whatever genre he's playing, he means it. Vanilla Ice switched from hip hop to country to new metal, and he didn't mean a fucking one of them. He was just jumping on bandwagons.
Tim McGraw and Nelly.
Yeah.
Country and rap and R&B, and then when there's like at MGK, you went from doing rap off and on to
right. And then, but half the time he was playing rock, he was talking shit about rock bands. So it's like nobody believed it, and I think that's the difference.
That comes to another topic. When does an artist need to find a new label? Like when they start to realize that this is an issue where they're not being allowed to be themselves.
Yeah.
Do you mean like record label?
It comes down to authenticity.
Yeah.
That's I find a lot of these. I've been studying a lot of the solo artists in the last few years. It's like I had this feeling, I guess, 2-3 years ago when I was playing shows that one day I was going to become solo, and I didn't know. But I was like, I'm seeing artists like Ghostmane, Scarlord, Corpse, and like Gizmo, even duets like Suicide Boys and other people. They're doing stuff like by themselves. They're not under another label. Their creative control's not controlled. They kind of will just release an album, and if it's okay, it's okay. If it does great, it's great. And they'll just keep going. And I find that most of that creative control having to yourself allows you to do as you please and take your time and release stuff when you want to, not be forced to do anything. I find that part liberating. Like no one's like, you have to write 15 songs and I'll just call them 14 of them garbage and this is the only one you'll put out and you're going to go and look like this. I'll be like, no, I don't want to do any of that. Like, I'll just do what I want.
That's one thing I've always tried for was always never to be told what to do or how I should sound or, anything along those lines. Because I've been there and I've fucking been a part of that. And it's fucking taxing. It's taxing as hell. To be constantly told what to fucking do and what to sound like. Like, I know if I signed with a label that I've been offered, that I know exactly the first thing that would go would be my image. That'd be the first thing.
All your branding, because they're going to replace all that. Yeah.
Be like, okay, we're going to strip you down, fuck the face paint, fuck the mask. Fucking, you're going to have to do this, plus we're going to rewrite your songs.
Sorry, old man paint.
And, no. Absolutely not.
Yep.
Fuck that.
Well, see, that's why Deja and I started Lunar Records, because we want to make the kind of record label that every record label should set the template based on. Like, you're the artist, you're in charge, you have the vision, you tell us what you want to do. We, as your team, will help you make that happen. Which is the way it should always fucking been. It's the way it always should have been. Like, we are going to be that record label that every other record label on the planet hates, because we're going to pull down the curtain on the lie. We are going to be the only record label that will sit on the other side of the table from you, the artist, and tell you don't need us. And we're going to teach you that you don't need us. You may want to work with us because we can help, and we'll take a lot of worries off your plate. But you don't need us. And any label that tells you different is lying their ass off. You haven't needed a label in 20 years. Right. But there are things we can do for you if you choose. But you're in charge. We're your team. You tell us what you want to do. We'll help you make it happen.
Yeah, I think that's a good approach to have.
Well, has anybody noticed Mama from Mama's Care and Share is actually here?
Yeah, I saw her.
Hi, Mama.
Right there.
Oh, hey there.
Where did Shadow go?
He went to bed.
He had to run to the facilities.
He went to bed finally.
Oh, the facilities. All right, I understand. I thought I scared him away.
You might want to check on him. He might be passed out on the toilet.
I'm telling you, though, as little as that guy sleeps, I wouldn't put it past him.
Right.
30 seconds of silence, and he's gonna be like,
30 seconds of silence with kids? Yeah, no.
"Oh, yeah." Well,
We had some comments on the YouTube page. I guess some people are asking. Twisted Psycho actually had a few comments.
All right, what's these?
I feel like most of my songs are the same, being an underground horrorcore artist. I'm not finding different ways to get the same idea across like I should be. I definitely need a lot of improvement. And I've been talking with Caleb about expanding into different genre and different thoughts, ways. I really appreciate everybody who has helped me throughout my musical journey. Thanks, man. Yeah, I feel like you should talk about that, Caleb, because he mentioned you.
Yeah, well, we have been talking a little bit. Yeah, well, he is. He's historically done horrorcore, and he's got a good sound and a brand and an identity going, but he has been, wanting to take that step out into kind of, I guess, like more emotionally vulnerable territory, like kind of taking off the mask and going, actually, here's some shit I'm going through. And the reason he and I have been talking about that is because that's kind of my whole experiment with the Death of Zenith. You know what I mean? Like, because with MZNZ, and I'm sort of, I'm a unique kind of outlier here in the city. Well, no, Skeptic is with me on this. Like, we're solo artists and we're part of the band. You know what I mean? Like, we have two different things, right? So, but with MZNZ, there's always been that Legion persona, and MZNZ, I'm not Caleb, I'm Legion, and so that it's not like it's a completely made up thing, but it is a certain part of me, and it is a persona, and I'm a lot of times filtering more vulnerable emotions like pain or fear or grief or things like that. In MZNZ, those get filtered into anger. You know what I mean? And Legion is the screaming demon wraith that, turns the vulnerability into anger, the pain into anger, the fear into anger. And with the Death of Zenith, the whole experiment is to like remove the persona and remove the filter, and just like let pain be pain and let fear be fear. Let anger be anger. It's not like the Death of Zenith's not going to have some absolutely ape shit. I mean, my single with Sam is heavy as fuck, but
it's
there are going to be those.
Too.
Yeah, it is. It is, exactly. There's a vulnerability to even Portal, our song, that you wouldn't get in MZNZ, because Portal is a song about facing your inner pain. You know what I mean? And kind of identifying it for what it is. I think even like part of what that song means to me, and Sam wrote the lyrics, but part of what that song means to me is kind of like identifying the primary emotion as the primary emotion, like just having the bravery to do that and go like, oh, I'm not angry, I'm really fucking scared. You know what I mean? Or I'm really sad, or you know what I mean? Like, in being a little bit more like targeted with that,
Yeah, like when after the stuff I wrote with my band, like it's kind of like the same thing where my Astaroth character is always in full demonic form. It's like, this is my final form.
Right.
Right. At all times. It's like, you don't see me out of character ever. And I'm like this invincible dude where I'm like, okay, as Sam Astaroth by myself, I could put on my corpse paint, I could get in character, I could do blood rituals, I could do all that shit. But I could also just sit down and just talk to you like face to face as like normal guy, and that's all. That's okay. I don't feel overwhelmed or underwhelmed or by doing that. I'm okay just toning myself down and ramping it up, and we did that in the song. It's kind of overcoming pain, suffering, misery, or any kind of emotion. So there is singing in that song that sounds vulnerable, kind of like Nine Inch Nails, and there is screaming in that song like black metal, Dark Funeral, or Death Dying Fetus, and then there is like talking or talk rap, like the Dark Trap stuff. Yeah, where I kind of have I have some more meaningful things to say in that part. I kind of want you to understand, so I'm kind of like just nailing it, like making it understandable. So I tried writing it like that, where you're able to feel what I'm feeling, and depending on what I'm saying, if the part is aggressive, then I'm probably sounding aggressive. But if the part is vulnerable, then I probably sound vulnerable.
I listen to music myself, And Caleb Strauss, Blood of Beloved, Skeptic, Dead Dreams even. I've listened to all their music. And I just went through a horrible breakup, like last year. And it's from my wife. And I was with her for like 7 years. Me and Caleb got a chance to talk not too long ago. And he kind of got more in depth of what my life was actually like and what my background basically is. And the people who actually know me from all those years, they only see like the invincible side. The people who don't know me see this whole persona I put on myself. I'm not myself. And when it comes right down to it, you got to use music to heal, or you got to use music to escape your life. And me, the whole fluent genre thing, I've been down with since I was younger, because I would put playlists together that would feature anybody from like 9 Inch Nails to Body Count. Then I'd go from them to Eminem to Slipknot, and then drop straight down into some EDM or some dark wave or techno. Like, my playlists are not genre fluent ever. And
mine are nuts too. Yeah.
yeah, you've seen that like most of my playlists.
Yes. And I've listened to some of your playlists. So yes. But isn't that interesting though that there's a connect there between artists and listeners though, is because we all do have those different moods that require different. It's kind of like food, I think. You know what I mean? It's like, and tonight I want Chinese. You know, last night it was pizza, but and like tomorrow it might be fucking Thai food. But what it's like, that's life. You know, variety is not only the spice of life; it's the inherent nature of it. You know,
it's just like how
dynamics.
Just like a river, going through. And when you're going down the river and that, you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know if you're going to hit a rough spot, if you're going to hit rocks, what you're going to hit. So you music's just like that river. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's DJ Shadow again.
Welcome back.
I like all those references, like river, emotions, movies.
For sure.
Dude. Bitch in the Box just got like way major deep on us,
It's a double stuffed box.
No, we were just talking about how music and life are like. Well, he compared it to a river, and we like that reference because it's like you're floating down a river, you don't know what you're gonna run into, And I think part of why we all respond to music that's like that is because we've all had very river-like lives, maybe even a little more than some.
Oh,
we've all had very dynamic lives.
You guys do have a comment over on YouTube. Twist the Cycle Unleashed just I feel like most of my songs are the same. Being an underground horrorcore artist, I'm not finding different ways to get the same ideas across like I should.
Actually, we just answered that.
Yeah, Sam was actually reading that one,
Yeah, we kind of responded. Because, see, Twisted and I have been talking a lot about... he and I are both kind of experimenting with the same thing, which is stepping away from our kind of invincible, inhuman persona to do something more vulnerable.
See, I offered him to make a meeting with me and Dead to see if he would like to sign with us, so he can.
I think you guys could really help him out. Actually, I think he'd be a perfect fit for you guys.
No, because the very nice thing is our artist, Professor Valine, he just dropped the 10 songs today.
Oh, did he? Okay, cool.
Nice.
Some of it's older music, but he wanted to show where he came from as he's dropping this new music. So you get to hear a whole side of him that's not going to be the same when the new music drops, because he wants to show a piece of his past. So all 10 songs are some things he's done over the years, projects he's worked with, and they all don't have the same sound either. So that's you can go ahead and pre-save over on his Spotify. But yeah, I reached out to him because I want to make a meeting with me and Dad, because I think with Dad's music background and the networking influences that we have, and having him focus more on the music instead of the stresses of media and everything like that he would become I think if he actually help he needed, I think he would be a phenomenal artist.
I think he'd be really happy too, dude. And I think you get dead on him as a producer too. Man. Woo. Yep. I think he'd be a great fit for you guys. I think y'all would work really well together.
Because see, I think that's another hard part that's for all of you up and coming artists is not only do you have to balance life, but now you have to balance something that you're trying to turn into a career, which therefore you have to figure out how to evolve. So in order for you to evolve and keep up, you have to be fluid.
Yeah. Well, it's fun.
Genre. To catch that.
With yeah, for sure. It's funny. Funny thing about Death of Zenith is I wasn't really going to I mean, this was going to be a little later down the line, but I guess a few things. Yeah, I got hacked, which that was sort of the thing that set the sequence of events in motion of going ahead and doing it now. And it's not like MZNZ has stopped necessarily. I mean, we're quiet on social media right now, but what we've decided to do until they're done investigating the hack and we get full control of the pages back is we're just going to go ahead and finish the 2 albums instead of drip releasing them. We're just going to go and slam them out. Right. And yeah, I mean that way whenever we do get full control of the pages back, we'd be like, "Hey, bitches, we're back, and here's 2 full-length albums." But
I don't know if you guys know this, but I know Dead does because we do here at Btmx. And that's actually it was my idea. Dead said I was pretty smart for coming up with it. Is not only just with Btmx, but there's other podcasts out there and radio stations who take music in, especially if it's new, and puts it out for you guys. So when you go to
Smoke Out,
so when you go to drip release, another way to do it is choose certain podcasts that relate to you that you've got connections in, and have them slowly release your album on the show that it is.
Yeah. That works too. That works too. Well, and part of the reason we've stopped drip releasing as well is there's just a lot of bulk recording happening right now because the overnight soundtrack is coming together in tandem with it, and that got kicked into gear a lot quicker than I thought it would because it's like my buddy Alan Turner and I are doing the score together, but the soundtrack pieces, contributions from the other artists started pouring in really fast, and so all of a sudden I'm like, I gotta get my shit together and really work on that score. So it's just right now it just makes more sense to just kind of lock myself in the studio for a few hours a week and then come out with things from everywhere, so which is more like I used to be years ago, but fuck, life happens.
And then you got Mama here. You also got the project going on that you're actually doing for Mama's show, Karen Share, which is now Saturdays.
That's going to be the next Death of Zenith song. Actually, it will be the first Death of Zenith song with my vocals. Is the theme song.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's very own intro.
And that will be the only place you can hear it. Yeah, it will be the intro to her show, and it won't be on Spotify or anything.
That's how the underground show theme is also. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
I really think you should put that out.
Oh, really?
It is a killer ass track. It really is a killer track.
It was a fun one.
Because you can actually tag our show into it, even on through your distribution.
Oh.
What's up?
Yeah.
I know that. Go ahead, Dad.
Skeptic, I will have vocals and mastering done for Rotten Decay this week.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so that song's heavy as fuck. It's gonna be
stupid heavy. It's stupid heavy.
Because the studio is finally set up.
Another song is gonna be at the underground show.
Finally.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. I got like 4 monitors.
It's like, man, like we did, you guys in MZNZ, we did Garmin Bozia, and then Dead went, nah, I gotta out heavy that. It's like, you think that's heavy? Hey, BOTB, come over here, guys.
It's like Cradle of Filth and Demi Borger had a baby.
Fuck you, Caleb.
yeah, fuck me.
That's what you get for calling, yelling at me, and hanging up.
Yeah.
I told you.
For angry girl calling me.
I can't wait to get Haunted out too. That's gonna
Haunted's gonna be, y'all don't even. Haunted is the next one that I'm on of theirs, and it's like the opposite of Garmin Bozia. It's
And
totally.
last time, one of the songs that we actually played of yours is at the underground shows when you were still part of the band. The cover you did for Cradle of Filth.
Oh, Her Ghost in the Fog.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Everybody
Yeah, that was my pick for the overnight episode. Yeah.
Oh,
What was the name of your band, Sam? Because that's my homework right now.
It's right there in the Facebook page. If you just go over and click straight on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Astaroth Incarnate. Yeah, they were phenomenal. They were phenomenal.
Hey.
Really badass.
Yeah,
I'm all about
the fans
symphonic.
fell in love with their cover. I also had it even got like a heart from Danny on Instagram because we were live on Instagram.
Oh, nice.
What he thought of
Cool.
it. So, the original person likes what you're doing. You're obviously doing something right.
Yeah. Then you get to not care what anyone else thinks. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
if you have the
guy who
original
wrote it
artist
liked
fucking
it.
liking your shit, you can say fuck you all to everyone.
Exactly.
I had fun covering it. It just we were going in that direction sound wise, so I was like, we could cover either Behemoth, Demo, or Cradle, but I guess we have a female keyboardist, so they have a female keyboardist. Compositionally, this feels about the same. Okay, let's do this song, and they agreed.
Yeah.
You did it beautifully.
Yeah.
Thank you. I got two of my friends too.
Your vocals is transcending.
Oh, really
yeah, his vocals.
Thank you.
His vocals are always that way.
I can't do
sing
like
my
I can't do Danny's Banshee scream, so I just kind of did my own thing. And
I think that's what made it so unique.
It's hard to do too because I blew out my voice doing that, practicing like singing with Lovecraft and Witch Hearts. Like that is my favorite album because it's like the best of album. And like back when I first started, like I would practice to that and fucking I blew out my voice doing the high pitched fucking wailing scream. Oh man, like I was out of commission for like a week.
It's unique. It's a unique tone that guy's got.
Yeah. I can't get that high either.
He just did a song with Twisted, didn't he?
Oh, he did. It was sick.
Yeah,
it was
actually like real fucking cool.
Was
too.
it really? Wow! I'm gonna I'm gonna check that out.
He was kind of doing this like black metal rap. I was like, yes.
Right? Yeah, I was all.
Wow!
He also did.
That's kind of cool.
One with Johnny
speaking of genre
MSI.
fluidity, he's supposed to be working with Ed Sheeran now. I think also.
Yeah, he is.
Holy shit! Wow!
Actually, he already came out with a song with Ed Sheeran.
He already came. Okay.
He already came out. It came out. Okay. All right.
Who?
Wow.
Danny Filth.
Danny Filth and Ed Sheeran.
I haven't seen that, but I think I've seen a song with Bring Me the Horizon and Ed Sheeran. They did a song.
I saw that one, but no, I've just seen it in like a couple articles saying that Ed Sheeran was interested in working with Cradle of Filth because he used to listen to black metal when he was a kid or something like that.
Like what?
I love that. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna make like
talking about. You guys mentioned Twisted, another artist that was on here, Johnny Hellhouse. He does cover all genres.
The horror, yeah.
He does covers
He
of
is
pop
actually
song.
coming on tour with Orgy.
That's fun.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw the Horrors toured with Orgy. Yeah. And who else? There was another band on the bill too.
Dying Oath.
Yep.
Both.
Sepsis and Dying Oath are both on it?
No, not Sepsis.
That's
they are?
That's what's up.
You need to look at the
with
poster.
Orgy Orgy and the Horror? Sepsis is on that bill? Ah. Okay, cool.
Good for them, man. That's dope.
That's another band that mixes a lot of genres together, Sepsis. I mean, they're kind of genres. I was looking at metal.
Getting on there because of Pavement.
Yeah.
What's up?
Sepsis is signed to the record label Pavement Entertainment.
Ah.
So they also covered bands like Puddle of Mud.
You should check out Sepsis, Sam. You'd like them. They're one of the sponsors of Btmx too.
Mr. Goodbars actually Mr. Goodbars is part of the heavy metal band Sepsis. He's also a rap artist who likes.
He's a rap artist on his own. Yeah.
He loves
amazing.
Genre. He's willing to work collab with everybody he can. He owns his own gaming. He actually owns his own record label as well, and he produces.
Yeah, he's amazing.
That's awesome.
He's just an amazing guy.
I was gonna actually ask you guys to put, I guess, everyone's links in the comments for just us, so I could just go check everyone out.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Skeptic Sam, I think Sam, you've heard my song with Blood of the Beloved. I want all my garment Bosia, right? The MZNZ song with Skeptic is part of Blood of the Beloved. He's one of the guys on that track.
Oh, cool.
True story.
Yeah. Nightshade joins us sometimes, but he works nights, so it's a little harder.
Right.
But he does come on. He does come and show his support on Unleashing.
Yeah, he jumps into the
he does.
into the comments and all that. Yeah.
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dead Dreams of Silhouette Death, he's on, he's on the Overnight soundtrack too.
See, I love it when Knight's there because he's like the Slayer. I don't have to worry about shit when he's there.
Oh yeah, man.
I don't even get to look twice, and Knight's like,
Knight,
okay,
dude. Yeah, Knight's kind of like me. He's just like, what?
Never mind, the tour got canceled.
What's up?
The orgy tour got canceled.
Oh shit! Really?
Oh, it did. Damn.
Sepsis was supposed to be a part of that Dying Oath was.
Oh, that was a good bill too.
It was.
Did Sepsis get to finish the tour with OTEP? Because I know they kept getting like waylaid and it kind of. Their whole thing got canceled, so it's just done. Yeah. They're not finishing it. Okay, I didn't know how that ended.
Because
that's one thing I want to try. Like, I haven't toured outside of Canada before, and I think as a solo artist, I probably have an easier chance of like just buying myself a U.S. visa and going on a North American tour by myself. Like,
be cheaper. A lot cheaper than taking a band.
Go from state to state.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm just one dude. Like, traveling would be easy as fuck. Is just travel with other artists touring.
Right.
Especially
you have your own bus.
Or just based like you said on what music list season you're in, and do like East Coast 1 year and West Coast next year, and then
kind of like fit what bill I could fit. I looked at that and playing. Like, I'm not gonna play until probably after summer, or I have enough material out. I don't want to like play a bunch of covers live. Yeah. I can play one or two, but want to have enough of my originals. So I'm working on those, and they're kind of all over the place. Like, I don't know how to classify them, but they're all different. So I need enough material to kind of like put together a set that makes sense.
Sure.
On both sides of the scale. Especially,
Plus, a lot of them have features since, like, I'm working with other people, so it's like, how do I present that live?
Do you do their vocal parts too? Do you just write something else to go over it? Do you just cut it off after your part?
Yeah, it's like, I think I'm gonna, like, because I'm collaborating with stuff like Lindsay Schoolcraft. She used to be in Cradle of Filth, and like, I can't sing like her, so I'll just be like, okay, well, this part I'm just gonna have play out of the PA because I'm not even gonna do it, you know. But other artists that I could probably like, you know, do similar things to, I'd probably end up doing their stuff live just to compensate. But some I can't do, so I'll just let it be and kind of headbang.
See, I'm trying to solve that problem with when MZNZ gets back on stage. Is like, I love all this new stuff we're doing for the Crim album. It really lends itself to live, you know, like, well, Narcissistic Cyborg we can do, Lie to the Apprentice we can do, but like, I want all my Garmin Bosia. The fuck we gonna do that? Like, I can't do what either one of you fucking do vocally. And then like, and I remember when I did my kindness with Seethe, he was like, he even told me, like, when he sent me back the stems, he was like, I know I don't have to do this live with you. You're gonna have to figure this out. This is your problem. So here you go, buddy. Fuck you. 20-second screams.
So Caleb, you already have the answer because you have the resources. You work for First Angel Media. So when it comes to your part, why don't you just have like Mrs. Red or Bella up there dancing, acting out?
We don't have Steve with us tonight, so here's a hot dancer.
I mean, like, have them dressed up as demons.
And I'll just stand there and
have them dressed up as demons. with wings and shit.
One time I was joking with Pat. I said, you know what? If we ever do My Kindness live and you're not there, I'm going to do your verse, but I'm going to do it like the guy from the B-52s. You know? My kindness. My kindness. Or like Al Gore, you know, my kindness.
My kindness.
Because I can't do what Pat does. Pat screams for 20 seconds straight on that fucking song. It's ridiculous. You know? My kindness! I take a nap, I wake up, he's still going, ah! Yeah. Yeah, Sam, you can do it. Oh, I need to start jogging again or something. I don't know.
I quit smoking and like my volume doubled and my lung capacity went up, and I can scream for over 30 seconds. And
that's a goal of mine. I've hit 27, but I've never got past that. I just can't quite get to 30.
Certain
Damn
ranges.
you both.
So certain ranges, like shrieks, it takes your breath out faster. If you're doing gutturals, you only let go of so little breath. So that's the range I can manage. If you're doing like Lamb of God style, like shouts, or if you're doing false chords, like forget it. It's not gonna happen. But if you're doing fries, then you're doing like more controlled lower register voices that don't use much breath, then you can keep pushing your length.
How about tightening up that throat?
This is the truth. This is the truth.
Yep.
This is the way.
Yep. I don't know. See, to me, when Dad does his live show, he makes it look effortless. You know, like I was like, is he really singing? And then he fucking will send me like a video on his phone where he's driving and he's just singing it perfect. There's no microphone. He's just singing his own shit perfectly while he's driving with the same breath control. Like,
I do that. That's how I get most of my practices. Most people are like,
too.
oh no.
Practice in the car.
It's really hard sitting down and screaming because you will get a cramp. Like right in your fucking rib. You will get a cramp when you're screaming. If you can get past that, you fucking mastered fucking breath control.
You can do it standing up then.
Standing up is easy. That's the easiest shit ever because you have full range of fucking your gut and your fucking throat and your fucking lungs. So
another great way for you to actually practice lung exercises for trying to scream is take a deep breath and then fall back on the couch. And as you fall back on the couch, you go and you try to go as long as you can. And then you stand back. Keep doing that until you stand all the way up.
Heard of that?
You stand all the way up and you breathe in. And you do it again. And if you repeat that, the longer you hold that. When you go to scream, you can hold it out. You know who taught me that? The singer from I think it's Soundbox. Yeah. No.
Spirit Box?
Yeah, Spirit Box. She
Courtney?
actually
Courtney LaPlante?
Yep.
Yeah, she gives you lessons on how to carry out your scream.
That's cool. I would take her advice. She's really good. She's from Canada. She's from the West End.
She knows what she's talking about.
She does like YouTube videos, I think, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does the YouTube videos on how to.
That's what I thought.
Because I didn't take any lessons. I kind of just figured out how to do it.
Yeah.
But that took forever.
That's disgusting. It's not fair.
I was the same way. I had like a mentor.
Yourself as well.
I had a mentor that was a national touring act, Arcanium, and he taught me shit like cleans and everything else I had to do my own, but growls and screams. Those are the first things I ever learned how to do, and you learn pretty quick after you blow out your voice like twice on stage.
When you do it wrong,
Right.
Yeah,
if you do this, you're doing it wrong. So you gotta like, it's always about the tightness and fucking slow release instead of fucking.
It's never supposed to hurt. You know, that's the thing.
Right,
It never hurt.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
Yeah, and depends on the type. Like, I don't usually use false chords, but in deathcore, and like, if you want to get power out, you have to use false chords, and I get that.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, like, if you're gonna like to try to do like a hip hop slow type sound, and you want to carry out that beautiful tone, you still need the same amount of breath that you need for a scream or a guttural.
Yeah. So your breath control has to kind of just be down pat, no matter what style it is, and your power depends on what style you're doing. I had a song with Kyle from Brand of Sacrifice where he's doing his like full scored crap, and I'm like, I have to keep up with this. So that was difficult. I'm like, okay, well, here goes nothing. And so I have to switch to false chords, and it's like taxing on my lungs, but like I can do it. It's just I don't prefer doing it. It depends on like what kind of vocalist you want to become. But being vocalist, you have that like luxury. You can just sing in a car and practice, or sing in the shower, and like
I record mostly in a car.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Me and Caleb exchange shit all the time, fucking video-wise.
What's up?
Me and Caleb always exchange shit video-wise. Like, actually,
we do.
Caleb and Patrick.
Yeah.
We could probably make a song that way, honestly.
It really helps because, like, getting feedback like that, because, like, growls you write one way, raps you write one way, singing, clean singing you write one way, and usually when you clean sing, I have to, like, I don't have, like, I'm not musically trained, so I'll have to send it to, like, someone who knows how to read music and be like, okay, am I singing this correctly? Can you correct my pitches? And then I have a keyboard, and I'll just, like, play it. I'm like, okay, I'm singing it properly now. Usually I'm, like, there, but if I'm like recording, then I will just ask my producer to give me a heads up of the notes so I can practice. But I don't sing too much for me to worry about that crap. So
yeah,
rapping and screaming, it doesn't matter.
So another good. We also got great news here at Btmx too. We're actually 30 away from having 300 subscribers over on YouTube. Well, that's
Yay!
I subscribed to everyone that I got the thing for.
We subscribed to you weeks ago, and that was Caleb's fault.
Way to go, Caleb. Way to go, Mr. Nerf Herder.
I push good shit.
So I seen the comments that my ex-sister-in-law made for you guys. She said that your guys' voices are like porn on the girls' show.
Is that who said that?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I caught that someone said that, but I didn't know who it was.
It's my sister-in-law. She said that your and Dad's voice is like porn.
Well,
that's me.
Pour some sugar on me from you too.
Yeah, she wants you to do. Pour some sugar on me. And
I can sing the shit out that song.
She wants Dad to do that. She wants Dad to do that female rap song, "Lick My Pussy, Lick My Crack," like or something.
Oh, what was that?
My neck, my back. Yeah,
my neck, my back. Yeah. Now I want to. Oh yeah, now I've got to hear Silhouette Death cover that song. That that needs to happen. Yo.
Maybe.
Yeah, but if he does this, then you have to do the voice that he played for me before the show, singing a whole song.
The Peter Griffin voice. My neck, my bad.
What's it like 3,000 views?
Hold on, I'll play it for you.
Good Lord.
And we also want that auto-tune country music.
Yeah, the auto-tune. Yeah, come on, Blood of the Beloved. Let's get with that auto-tune country.
Oh, it'll happen. It's coming.
Yeah, we're starting a new niche genre, Sam, called auto-tune country.
Right.
Blood of the Beloved.
Auto-tune.
I'm kidding. We're not really. It'd be horrible, but we like to pretend.
Auto-tune country. Hey, man, anything goes. If it's good, it's good.
Yeah. I can't see that ever being good, but I don't know, maybe.
Not only that,
you never know. Everything auto-tune sounds good, so it could probably end up sounding good.
That's not the goal. The goal is to auto-tune it until it sounds like
quality
shit.
is not the goal.
Yeah.
No, so the song
like
that's
dripping from Sweet and Low.
Just the song of Blood of the Beloved that I'm guesting on, Haunted, the one that he was mentioning earlier, he sent me a video when he was mixing my stems in, and he just dumped, like every ounce of auto-tune that his computer was capable of on the entire master track, and it just sounded like color fractals.
Yeah.
It sounded like color fractals looked.
Yeah, I feel like a huge distortion on it. Yeah.
It was just like, he was like, so you sang this really well, but it doesn't really matter because this is what the final song's gonna sound like.
Right. The goal is for it to sound like not music. It'll just sound
like not music. No.
Like noise.
You play it in rewind in order to hear it correctly.
but it's valid because it's art.
It's art, exactly.
There's if you guys like are used to like, you know, if you guys think mumble rap is funny, there's like if you know Hobson, he released a song called No Words.
I love that. I love
you know,
that.
you know that. Yeah, he actually
I love
doesn't
Hobson.
say a word, and the song is so catchy.
Yeah, Hobson's great.
I saw him live. It was great.
Did you really?
He's come to St. Louis a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. He's great.
He won't take pictures with people though. It's,
oh really?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, well,
he metal, like, you know, he'll stand there and talk with you for a little bit, but
he just doesn't like to take pictures.
Yeah, right. No, I wasn't even about it, but the guy I was with was like, "Hey, can I get a picture with you?" And he was like, "No, I don't do that." Okay. Yeah. You do you.
Instagram later. Tagging me in it and shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
me and my boy Hobson go way back.
Right.
Yeah.
He disses like everybody in his song. So like, I imagine if somebody's, you know, like beefing with somebody else, is like, hey,
I don't want anybody to know where I'm at.
Here, yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, folks, I've got to turn in myself actually because I've got an early work day tomorrow.
Right. It's about that time. Time to whelp.
Time for everybody. Yeah.
Don't worry if there's no shows tomorrow, because there is no shows tomorrow.
No shows tomorrow.
No shows tomorrow. Right.
First show of the week is Unleashing the Best
on Tuesday.
That's a rap and hip hop. We
All
definitely
right. Cool.
I have an amazing list for you guys. We also have an interview with Mr. Silhouette Death about his Those Eyes.
Yes,
Friday, an underground show, so you'll get to see him and Draxus in the same room. Also give a big shout out to Sean Kudo. His Spotify playlist reached 133 shares.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Thank you, Mr. Sean Kudo.
And Dead's Silhouette Death's actually Spotify playlist is actually going up later on tonight.
Good. So good. Well, that'll have good shit on it.
There's also going to be posters going up for Cryptic Chaos, guys. So you guys will be seeing a lot more posters from Soul Snatchers, Cryptic Chaos, the Underground Show, which we're very proud to announce that has reached already 15,000 people, and it's not even close to Friday. I want to say thank you, guys. 15,000. I almost had a heart attack when I seen that.
That's big reach. Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Sam, for coming and joining Btmx. Hopefully you can come on and join us at the Roundtable. You're always welcome. And come check out the shows and see which one you enjoy the best.
Yeah, thanks for
thanks for coming,
guys. It was really nice meeting you all. You guys are all awesome people. And,
likewise, good to meet you.
Like to meet like similar people that are into like the open-minded music world, and I think this is the way of the future, and it's where everyone gets.
Maybe we can get more collabs with like Blood of Beloved and Sam.
Yeah, man, Blood of the Beloved, Silhouette Death. These two artists here. Sam, all three of you guys need to check each other's stuff out because you're all three of my current favorites.
Mm-hmm.
You are?
Yeah, right.
Oh, teacher, pick me.
We're putting together a whole album, and the last track of it's going to be a cipher. It's going to be called The Summoning. The last one was The Conjuring. So this one's going to be The Summoning.
The Summoning, nice. Well, I'm already on your collab album, so you don't have to put me on that.
I mean,
but that's cool that you're doing another cipher.
There's going to be a bunch of people on it. I mean, it's still in the very early stages of planning, but
okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about that collab album. That's gonna be dope. The track with Seed was really great. I'm excited about the one with Danny coming out.
Yeah, I'm excited about the one with Danny too. Yeah, the Seed one was fucking epic, and that was like a song
really
we had in the works for like a year and a half or something. But
man,
it was originally just going to be a Nightshade solo song, and I was going to be guesting on it. And there was a third verse, and we were like trying to find somebody to fill it, and like, hey,
you're like, there you go.
Though.
Yeah, Seed. Yeah.
Yeah, but Danny Ritter is she's like a straight up slam deathcore vocalist, but she's got bars. You know?
Yeah,
so,
dude, her
she
was one of my
songs.
Yeah, she was one of my favorite ones on the first Cypher you guys
did. She caught a lot of people off guard with that too.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is she? What is she doing? Yeah, it's great. It's really great. Yeah.
Hey, who says Cyphers can't be heavy?
Cool.
No one, not a goddamn one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Cypher, that was the first Blood of the Beloved track I heard, and I was like, oh, I've got to check this project out. This is insane. And then the next one I heard was I Saw the Devil, and I was like, they do death metal too? What the fuck?
We're going to go ahead and tell you, we're very thankful Sam has joined the Btmx family. You can go or actually check out his Spotify content. It's right there on Btmx.
That is the plan.
He's part of the project of Death of Xena. Go check out Death of Xena, which once again is Caleb Strauss. It's his fault. He's everywhere. MZ, Caleb Strauss. Death of Zenith, overnight. It's his damn fault.
All of it's my fault. Sorry, I have ADHD.
His music, the video, those eyes for yourself. Leave in the comments behind what you think, what he did. I think I'm very impressed about what my partner did for the video. Like out of all the videos he did putting together, I was very impressed with this one. And the work that and time that they put into it, it came out the best video he's done in a long time. So the rest of the shows, guys. So we got Tuesday with Unleashing the Best at 8 p.m. We go on to Wednesday where we end up having Dead Dreams himself. You can see a live concert right there for you. Sam, you can go check him out and see if you would like to collab or not. Then we go on to Thursday where we are actually going to end up having Good Beats and Spitting Fire at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And then directly after, you get a pre-log to the Underground show with Cryptic Chaos. Dead is the DJ on that. Then we go into Friday, guys, where we end up going to our beautiful girls down in the corner, at least my corner. They end up doing full snatchers for you guys, and they end up bringing up news, upcoming community stuff about LGBT. They're also going state by state with your rights. They did New York last week. You can go check out that on YouTube. But they're doing Florida this week. So let's see how bad Florida is, or have they evolved more than the other states so far. We'll find out.
Good luck.
By now, everyone should just be used to it.
Just like, no, it's fucking Florida.
They go straight from
we all said Florida. It's all right. No, they need help, man.
They go straight from the land of rainbow straight into hell, where into the dark carnival wastelands of the Underground show, where you end up seeing Soul at Death with me on that show, Sean Kuda 753. And then we end up having a blast because we play some clownish dark music, metalcore, singcore, horrorcore. We play rock, metal, death metal.
We also have Vampy with us this Friday as well. So
Vampy will be there as well at the interview.
Cool. I look forward to that show.
For sure.
And then on Saturday, we got Mama's Karen Share that moved from Monday to Saturday, so your week can be shit all week. And they can come on Karen Share and talk about it. She can't help you.
Look, this week fucking sucked, man. I can't wait till Saturday. Fuck this.
Yeah. At Karen Share. Sam, since you don't know, Karen Share is actually built around mental health awareness. We want no one to ever feel alone, and she uses I'm her DJ. So she comes up with the topic, what you guys are going to be talking about. Like last week, when we were talking about criticism, bad and good, how people criticize themselves to the point to where they're numb. We talked about that this last Saturday. She'll be telling you guys the topic at Saturday's show. But we also want to hear everyone else's problems as well. She can address them to help you find better means to deal with them if you don't talk. Also, another thing, if you can't find resources local to you and you need help, BTMX goes out of their way to make sure we can help you find those links and resources for you so your life can become easier.
That's really nice of you guys. It's very nice. Thank you, guys.
And definitely, we also play. That's not a set genre show. That's another mixed genre show like the girls.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Becoming artists based on the topic that she's talking about. So people have ways to relate, and it's not just, once again, it's genre fluid because everybody can't relate to one genre.
Yeah.
Ed's playing with his rolly chair.
Yeah.
And we go straight after her show and Twisted Gardens. Twisted Gardens is still at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Unfortunately, we couldn't have it this Saturday because it was reported massively by somebody.
That guy!
But they got upset because I wouldn't read the comment. My mom always taught me to only say nice things.
Or don't say anything at all.
Yeah, so I didn't say anything at all. He didn't like it.
Yeah, well.
Mom told me never.
You guys don't know what Twisted Gardens is about. It's actually going back to its original theme where it's kind of like rolly music, where we're going to be playing Nordic. There is going to be kind of mixed genre to it. But we're going back to the original feel of it so we can get people to calm down and relax towards the nighttime. Not only that, get you creative and definitely get your inner muse working. Especially a lot of artists watch it, so hopefully you can get your asses working on music. So keep you guys going. So we're going to go ahead and let you guys go. Once again,
all right.
Me and DEADDREAMZ are so proud that we are growing as fast as we are. Thank you guys for all your hard work.
Oh, shit.
You guys are doing great. Thank you.
Definitely go follow all these amazing artists and join them. I see that Skeptic is now almost close to like 370 followers.
What? Where?
On Facebook.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe
How
you
do
should
I,
look at
how
your
do I
page a little
get
bit more,
these
sir.
notifications? I seriously like.
I'll tell you in 30 seconds.
I had no idea.
30 seconds.
Blissfully unaware.
Sorry,
Yay.
I was off by 30. You had 341.
Nice. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You love to dump people on people.
Thank you guys for all of the shares and the support and getting us in front of people. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
That's what it's about.
Absolutely.
So we're going to go ahead and end the show,
Yeah.
Dad. It's now up to you.
All right.
All right. Thanks for having us, guys.
Ghosts
Take care.
and ghouls.
Likewise.
Children of all motherfucking ages. That is the Roundtable. We want to thank you for joining us. And make sure you click like and subscribe at YouTube. Check everyone out here. Because if you don't, we'll find you. Especially Skeptic. He'll really find you.
We will find.
All right. So, what
right,
did you
thank
think
you,
of the Batman, Caleb, real quick?
Oh, it was phenomenal.
Agreed.
The Batman was great.
Agreed.
Yes, if you haven't seen the Batman, go see it.
Yes.
It's very modern day film noir. I would compare it tonally to the movie Seven. If any, maybe Seven, a little bit Zodiac. The Riddler was very inspired by the Zodiac killer.
It was dark and gritty, for sure.
Yeah, no, it's dark. It's very just kind of dark, borderline horror movie. Not really horror movie, borderline thriller, like borderline murder mystery thriller.
Like, that is probably the only film I would actually go see in black and white. Honestly.
It would look really good in black and white.
Is it in black and white?
No.
It is not,
it would
but
be
it would look
fucking
good
awesome.
in black and white.
Gotcha.
It would
Or black
work
and red,
very well
even.
in black and white.
All right.
But it does have a lot of very like Hitchcockian lighting. You know what I mean? It's got that real like side angle lighting, the heavy lighting. Yeah.
But it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
It's a great movie. Yeah, good stuff.
I may have to.
Good stuff.
Do.
All right.
All right.
All right.
That is the end of the Roundtable.
All right.
Ghosts and ghouls and motherfuckers. I'll catch you
Toodles.
all on the fucking
Cheers, guys.
graveside.
Toodles, guys. Much love. Enjoyed it.
Now it's just me and my show. Nah, fuck that. I'm out here too. Peace, motherfuckers.
Us couldn't get that these were our last words. Us couldn't get that these were our last words. Love we lost away, hoping we'd come back. All we do is love we lost away, hoping we'd come back.